Good evening. I'm Chris Gibson.
And I am Makeda White.
Welcome to Lincoln University News.
President Trump signed an executive order stating that his administration supports HBCUs institutions. The presidential action, while not actually providing additional funding for the institutions, is supposed to change the way in which the White House interacts and recognizes them. The order moves the universities from under the Department of Education to directly under the White House. Lincoln University's interim president, Dr. Richard Green, issued a statement regarding the order and informs the campus that nothing much came from the order at this point in time. Dr. David Wilson, president of Morgan State University, said, after reading the executive order, there is nothing in it that is different than other HBCU executive orders. I was expecting more. We will have to wait to see what the following steps will be for the president and HBCUs. In other news, Lincoln University's public safety is implementing new procedures to ensure the campus's safety. Due to recent activity, students and parents of the university have voiced some concerns about the well-being of students, driving public safety into action. Most threats or acts of violence have stemmed from racially driven motives, such as derogatory graffiti and vandalism. However, the past few acts have been more dangerous, with actual gunfire taking place on campus. A few months ago, an Imperial security officer was struck by a stray bullet after a campus party. Public safety has been putting in new rules and regulations to minimize the potential of hazardous situations. Although students complain about the restrictions that these rules are causing, public safety is doing what is necessary to ensure the safety within the university.
Lincoln University's Student Government Association has finally released the long-awaited annual Spring Fling schedule. The theme of this year's Spring Fling is Reggae Trap Fest, which runs through an event-filled week from April 2nd through April 8th. The concert, which is the most anticipated event of the week, features three prime artists, rappers Meek Mill and Don Q, alongside reggae artist Cranium. Students have shown various opinions on the chosen artists. Here's what the students had to say.
And the fact that we got Meek, that's a new movie. I'm from Philly, so Meek opening up and doing another thing for another Philly artist. I mean, it's lit, so we're all ready.
Spring Fling, Cranium is trash. Meek Mill, I'm from New York, trash. Don Q, that's my man, you feel me? But trash. SJ,
I guess I would say it's cool we got Meek Mills, probably like for the third time. But at the end of the day, he a good artist. I guess we'll see if he put on a good show or not. Don Q and Cranium, I believe they are. I don't really know them that well, but I'm sure they're probably pretty good performers with a nice fan base here. But me personally, I mean, I might go just if I really don't have anything else to do. I'm not really a huge fan of any of the artists, but I don't know. I guess a lot of people are happy with it, so if they happy, I'm happy. So
Summertime is approaching, and you know what that means. Concerts, tours, and festivals. That being said, Atlanta rapper Future Hendrix has announced a tour during the summer months of May and June. Tickets have already gone on sale for Hendrix's 5th tour. During the Nobody's Safe tour, as Hendrix has named it, he will be sharing the stage with a few other artists. Many of these artists are established names in the industry like Kodak Black, Tory Lanez, and Migos. This tour is following his most recent tour, Purple Rain, which was a huge success. Fans are very excited for this tour and cannot wait until the tour begins. Now here's Brandon Stenard with sports.
Thanks, Chris. Listen, the NBA season is coming to an end, and you know what that means, NBA playoffs. So without further saying, let's see exactly who is going to be going to the playoffs between the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. Now, so far in the Eastern Conference, you already have 4 teams that have already taken over a playoff spot. Those 4 teams are the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Boston Celtics, the Toronto Raptors, and the Washington Wizards. The 4 teams that will be coming up after them that are trying to fight for a playoff spot are the Milwaukee Bucks, the Atlanta Hawks. You also have the Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat. Those 4 teams are fighting still to try to get a playoff spot. Now, moving on to the Western Conference, you already have 7 teams that have already claimed a playoff spot. You have the LA Clippers, you have the San Antonio Spurs, the Houston Rockets, you have the Utah Jazz, the LA Clippers, Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, there's only 1 spot left for the Western Conference, and right now, the only team that has a winning record to get to the playoff spot are the Portland Trail Blazers. So with that being said, we already see our playoff spots for the Western Conference. All we have is this 1 more slot left. With that being said, thank you for listening to Lincoln News Sports Edition. I'm Brandon Stenard. Chris, back to you.
Thank you, Brandon, and thank you for joining us on Lincoln University's News. I'm Chris Gibson.
And I'm Makeda White. Good
night.
night.
Jungle.